Hello, Susannah here. I just asked Josh if he didn't mind if I did a vid, so he's probably listening. Hi Josh, he's downstairs. Hello. So I'm going to be doing some stuff for you guys on kind of office organisation and business setup, and the reason for that is we're currently archiving. When I say we, I mean Mona. It is the complete Mona effect downstairs. It's amazing. We've got piles and piles and piles of stuff that's going into archive boxes, and so what's happening is I'm pulling stuff out and I'm doing things. Do you see the video on building regs, for example? I'm doing things to show you how I set the business up at the beginning. But today, it's about expired loan agreements. And these are, obviously we keep the paperwork, but they're going into archive. But I just want to show you the thickness. Now, some of these are duplicates, but nonetheless, guys, that thickness of private investor loan agreements, all of whom have been paid back. Woo, woo! Delicious. So it was gorgeous going through them. It was lovely remembering working with people. It was lovely remembering the people, the conversations. I remember paying one lady back by walking around to her house with a cheque, and she poured me a gin and tonic, and she only lent me 3,000 quid, and so I paid her back her capital and her interest. And then she went, "Oh, Susannah, I've got a bit of a problem." I'm like, "What's that, Moira?" And she said, "Well, actually, I've got £30,000 and I don't know what to do with it. Could it be of use?" And this was in the very early days, and I was a bit like, "Oh, my gin and tonic? Yes, please, that would be marvellous." And the other wonderful thing, 10 years in, is to know that I can archive these and that they've been paid back. So the whole theory for me was I was going to just take out 60 grand out my personal mortgage, and then I was going to buy houses, discounted, do them up, refinance and go again. And then, damn it, didn't they put in the 6-month rule, which scuppered me. So don't ever be worried about rules, you always find a way round. So then I went out and I borrowed £600,000 in private finance, which is a hair-raising amount of money to kick off with, bought a 1.8 million portfolio, and then I continued. I mean, at one point I raised £1 million in 4 hours. It was 2 hours on a Thursday afternoon, cup of tea, 2 hours on a Thursday afternoon, and then I'd raised £1 million. And that's because I'd done lots and lots of relationships, I met lots and lots of people. We obviously had a huge amount of experience by that point. So in order to build a kind of 8-figure portfolio, I couldn't have done it with my £60,000. I needed to bring in additional resource of money, which is private finance, and some of these are actually private mortgages. Obviously I'm not going to show you the detail just because they're legal documents and that's unfair on the people involved, but I had one investor who used to lend me 100% of the property that was knackered, and then he would take a second charge or a floating charge on something else, and he was like, "Could you please borrow £600,000 a year every year, and could you please hurry up and borrow it?" Okay, and as soon as I paid the money back to him, he's like, "Could you please go and buy another house so I can have my money back out with you, making money for me?" Now that relationship took a while to develop. I really, really liked the guy, but what a great opportunity to have somebody saying, "I need you to borrow £600,000 a year to buy 100% of a knackered house. Could you please hurry up?" And then, of course, there were smaller loan agreements as well. So we've got lots of stuff for you guys on our, I love sharing all our stuff. We do some workshops. We've got stuff on our website, which is thegoodpropertycompany.co.uk. I've got Raising Private Finance packs. We've got Raising Private Finance online stuff. But I just want to show you, this is how you get to a major multi-million pound portfolio, but make sure you can pay them back. So one of the keys, the fact that I'm able to, Mona wrote this, expired loan agreement, I wrote loads of sticky notes, is that I did a cash flow plan for 18 months in advance. I was paranoid beyond belief about being able to pay people back, and so I was always kind of fretting about things that could go wrong in 6 to 9 months rather than things that could go wrong tomorrow. So I'm sure that one of the reasons I stayed in business while I was taking, fairly substantial risks in raising private finance was that 18 months cash flow. I hope everything goes well for you guys. I shall stop asking the team that I can do videos now. See you soon. Bye.